Next, we'll see about the this storm frequency. So previously, I just explained about what is this storm frequency, but we need to know about clearly about this storm frequency. In the storm frequency, the frequency of the storm that will be designed depend upon the importance of the drainage, that is for the either it may be residential or it may be commercial or it may be an industrial. So based on this the frequency amount of the flowing of the water in the residential as well as the flow takes place either the in the different areas, the priced areas for the sewers, for the commercial as well as the rural and urban areas, it will be different. So this the unimportant floods that can be subjected to the more frequent flooding and manually that can be suggested manually that can be suggested to the following: the value of the value of the frequency, the value of the frequency that takes place. One is the residential areas, another is the peripheral area, twice an area, so it will be taken for twice in a year. Another is the central and comparatively area that is been very high. So in this they have to be taken into consideration. Next, the commercial and high priced area, one in 2 years it has to be taken. Next, we will see the duration of the storm. So in this duration of the storm, that is equivalent to the time of concentration. So where the concentration will be taken, so what time it is been taken during the storm. So whatever the time which is being taken for the concentration, duration of the storm is been taken, that is equivalent to the time of concentration. So it is a time, so where the point of the concentration it has been taken from an area. So consider this is one area, so it is the concentration to get a maximum concentration. So what is the time taken in an area to reach a maximum point? So that is been taken as point of concentration. So this typical whatever the rainfall intensity, so that is been taken. So this varies with the duration of the time. As the rainfall duration increases, the rainfall intensity decreases. So duration of the minutes also increases, duration of the minute decreases with the increase in the intensity, that will be in per hour. So the value that can be determined by using the following time concentration only. So this curves will be used for availability of the use for calculating or computing the RI. That is, RI is nothing but intensity of the rainfall, that will be in per hour. So there is a formula to determine this rainfall intensity. So what is the formula? I'll explain. So these are the formula. General formula is RI. General formula is RI is equal to 25.4 A divided by T plus B. What is this A? That is the A and B is a constant. These two are the constant, where T is the duration of the storm, that will be in a minute. So consider if it is a 5 to 20 minutes, you have to take a constant as A as 30. It is a time 20 minutes to 100 minutes, so you have to take constant as A for as 40. So that's about A. Next, for B, so you have to take for the 5 to 20 minutes, you have to take 10. B constant 20 to 100, you have to take constant 20 for B. So for heavy rainfall and frequent rainfall, the rain intensity will be calculated as RI is equal to 3430 divided by T plus 18. So storm water once in a year, you have to take this formula. For storm once in 10 years, you have to take this formula. Kuchling formula will be taken for this 2667 divided by T plus 20. So for a storm occurring once in 15 years, you have to take 3048 divided by T plus 20. So this is the general formula which you should be used very frequently to be considered. So this formula will be this general formula will be used. In examination, they will ask either this formula or they will give Kuchling formula. So just to work out the problem. So let me see one problem. This problem calculating the population. So the population in an density you have to calculate. See, consider for a population of up to 5,000. So density of the population you have to take it as 75 to 150. For 5,000 to 20,000 it is 150 into 250. For 20,000 to 50,000 it is 250 into 300. That is density you have to take it. Density is equal to mass by volume now based on that. So what is the area? So I will tell you later stage. Okay, so for about 50,000 to 1 lakh you have to take density as 300 to 350. Above 1 lakh you have to take 350 to 1000. Now see, there are the different area which has been taken. There is an area is there, like there some area is taken for the roads, some area has been taken for the gardens, some area has been taken for the schools, some area is taken for a market. Next, some area is taken for hospital. Like this. So rest of the areas are there. So this whatever the area which is being accumulated, first we will find out that, later we have to minus with the total area. So consider the all this area which has been covered. You calculate all this together, you will get a 46% area of the roads, gardens, schools, markets and hospitals. All together it will carry 46%. Now the area available for the residential development is 100 minus 46%, so that is 54. Now you have to take the one area of the 1 hectare is equal to 10 to the power of 4 meter square. Next, actual total floor of the area. So you have to be considered that here you got 44%, sorry, 54%. So in fraction if you take it, so in 1 hectare it is a 54% into 10 to the power of 4. FSI. So what is this FSI unit? I will tell you later. So you have to take consideration of this 54% here. Whatever 54% you got, that 54% into in 1 hectare. So FSI you have to take it as, that is a 1 unit, that you have to take it as 0.5. So that is nothing but floor space index. FSI is known as floor space index. That is the floor which is being the amount of the area on the floor used by one person. So that is a floor space index. So floor space index, there is a one constant that you have to take it as 0.5. So FSI into FSI 0.54, it is the 54% into 1 hectare into, that is in meter square, into FSI, floor space index. So this for floor space index you have to take consideration of 50. So 0.54 into 10 to the power of 4 into 0.5. So altogether it will goes around 2700 millimeter square. Okay, so that is what the area available for the residence, okay, in 1 hectare. Assuming the floor area required per person is 9 meter square. 9 meter square, 9 meter by 9 meter square, 9 meter by 9 meter. So this is 9 meter, this is 9 meter, this is the area which is required for one person. So this is what you require. So population per hectare. So the total area is 2700 divided by 1%. So the population per hectare is around 3000. Sorry, 300. So this is what the calculation of the population per hectare you need to calculate in the examination. In examination they will ask it. Okay. So the only thing is you have to remember FSI, floor space index, as 0.5. Only you have to remember. And another is this percentage of the area into hectare into FSI. Convert it and remember 1% you need it as 9 meter square area. So total density of the population is total area divided by this 9 meter square. Okay, so total area, how much you will get it, how much that area will get it, that is been divided by 9 meter square. Consider this area is 9 meter square. How many areas are there? So if you divide by the total area, you will get the amount of the population, or amount of the population that can be reside. So each, this one is 9 meters square. 9 meters square. That's all. That's what you have to divide. If you divide, you will get 300% per 1 hectare.